I think it was Tolkien who said, not all who wander are lost. And I've always kind of had that spirit in me. My last day at Stone will be June 30th. I had an opportunity that dropped into my lap. These guys approached me. They're industry vets. They've got 20, 30 years. They wanted me to be a partner with them in starting this new operation. It's like I told Pat, it's a bucket list thing. An opportunity like this may not ever come again. And it just was something that I thought that if I didn't give this a shot, I'd regret it for the rest of my life. I leave with a lot of great memories. Gosh, there's so many things that I've been able to be part of that just really are going to be with me forever. The 11th anniversary beer, Sublimely, which became Sublimely Self-Righteous, that was one where I think I earned Greg's trust with, because I went out on a limb campaigning for that beer and he wasn't sold on the idea. And when he tasted what I thought was the best version that we had brewed, he said, okay, I get it, this is great. I was enjoyed by IPA to be part of that. Brilliant concept. That was one of those ones where Greg said, hey, I want you to brew an IPA that has a 35-day shelf life and it's got to be a double IPA. And I said, okay, do I have freedom to do whatever I want? Because I'm sitting on a whole bunch of research on how all these really great brewers are brewing double IPAs. I'd like to use some of that. And he goes, yeah, just make a great beer. The 14th anniversary was one that holds a real nice place in my heart. That was based on all the work I was doing writing the book. That was one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. It was a lot of work, a lot of fun trips with Steve Wagner over to England to do the research. Man, we killed it on the research. We arranged so many great interviews and so many great visits to brewing archives and things like that. How lucky am I to have been able to do that? That's pretty amazing. Over the years, working with Jeremy, working with Chris, working with Steve, we've developed a really good, it's nothing as formal as having an innovation team, but we're all part of it, right? Steve is the king of barrels. He knows more about barrels than anybody. He's out there finding all these cool barrels, really neat barrels. He's making, creating these relationships with barrel suppliers. It's amazing. I can't say enough about Chris Ketchum. Boy, he's taken that Liberty Station brewery and just made it something really special. And Jeremy, what can I say about Jeremy? This guy knows the brewery backward and forward. I trust his palate more than anybody's here at Stone. Jeremy is the guy who I work with most closely on sourcing new hop varieties, which has fueled so many of our new beers over the last few years. Once the beer's decided, the recipe's decided, then Peter and Joel get it made and get it out the door. When you run a brewery that's as big as we are, with as many commitments as we have to get beers out on time, these are the guys we want running those places because they know how to do it. Again, this is a testament to Thomas in Berlin and Peter in Richmond, but the breweries are going to be fine. They're going to be up and running. I tasted a Berlin beer today that tasted great. First beer off the new brewery. It tasted wonderful. I have no doubt that the beers are going to be excellent coming from these spots, and I'm here to help for as long as I can. I just want to thank everybody that I've worked with. It's been a wonderful experience. Great people here. Just the best people in the business are here, and wonderful experience, wonderful career here, and I'll always be a fan. I came in a fan, I'm leaving a fan, I've always loved Stone's beers. I loved IPA, Ruination, Old Guardian since before I came on board. Become even more of a fan since I've been here. And that won't change.